Get ready.
At their own 10-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, Gore. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Obama. Check Mike 39. I'm trying to. Bravo. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Go. Go. Motion.
Just beating the play clock is gone. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Tiger. Hey, echo. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm coming.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Mike 5-4. Average roll. Switch up. Mike's 54.
On 1st and 10, gone. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Motion, motion, motion.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Open here, Adam Thielen. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, it's Gore. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Lets it fly for Thielen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check out three. Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Two. Mike. Smooth. 59. Here we go. Check 59. Mike. All right. Come on now.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
Watch the safety creep. Great player.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. Return.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go read option with Wilson. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Check, look good. 4 down. No chance. 14.
On third down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Go, 12, go.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Nice.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
We own them. We own them.
Motion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, check Mike 39.
On 2nd and 9, Goff looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Folk connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on third. Goff lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's got room. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they open the lead up now to 25. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Cut. 180. Hey, shell. They're running it. Move.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, And our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Run plays like that, those big D tackles love them. That's when they eat.
Especially when they're the defensive tackles that we're watching right now that dictate things on the line of scrimmage. They can't move them the way that they want to. They're just standing up, whipping the offensive linemen and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Out
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Fulton connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This one fielded at the 5. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Check 3, check 3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Hey, kill. We're good. We're good. Hey, exit.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Come on.
They are going for it. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
And the Rams, 1st down.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
He's checking crowd.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, I get it, Charles. Measures, down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
59. Let's go, let's go.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
0. 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Line 20. 54 Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Super 1. Super 1. Value 3. Value 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
To throw is Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Goff now to throw. He finds McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll go again to Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Let's bring it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be from 49 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.